how the weekend with my daughter reminded me of an important lesson about creativity. I experienced a milestone moment this weekend as a father. I introduced my almost 3-year-old daughter to the joys of Lego. Pretzel, my wife, had gotten me a mine brick, aka customized brick figure, for my birthday this past year, and I've been meaning to put it together. It just never really seemed to make its way to the top of the priority list. Enter my daughter. Pretzel was traveling this past week, and my daughter was sick, so we had a lot of papa time together. At one point, I needed to grab something from my office. She toddled along, and as we were getting ready to leave, she noticed the box on my desk. Papa, was ist das? Now, I don't know a lot of German, but I do know that means, what is that? So I explained, it's a Lego set of Papa. And she was as excited as I was when I first got it. Wow, your Papa and das ist Papa? Given we didn't have anything else we had to do, I asked, should we build it? Yes, but first, ananas ice. That means pineapple ice cream. So after our frozen treat, we set out to build me out of Lego. We followed the step-by-step instructions. She picked out pieces for me and helped me push them together. After about 40 minutes of Lego time and various breaks lasting between 30 seconds and 3 hours, Lego Papa was complete. I recounted the experience with another parent over the weekend, and I was shocked and nearly dismayed at his response. He was like, I never really understood the fun of Legos. I was aghast. I asked why. Like, I don't know. All you do is follow some instructions that tell you what to do. Where's the fun or creativity in that? Now, I've actually heard this argument before, but when it comes to humor. Because one of the things that we teach in our creativity workshop is a list of comedic devices. These are structures and frameworks that we know tend to elicit a laugh or a smile. One of the most common ones is called the comic triple. It's a list of 3 or more things where the last thing is unexpected. For example, the classic joke, the 3 hardest things to say. I'm sorry, I need help, and Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. This is a great comedic device to learn because it's simple to understand, easy to start using, and surprisingly effective. You can use comic triples to introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Drew, a keynote speaker, comedian, and Lego figurine. Or in a sales pitch, humor can help you become happier, healthier, and hotter. And just about any type of list, including the grocery list I recently made for my wife. Don't forget bananas, milk, and the fact that you're gorgeous. However, when we get to this list of 10 comedic devices, people sometimes push back. I don't know, all you do is follow some instructions framework that tells you what to do. Where's the fun or creativity in that? My answer to both workshop participants and my neighbor is that the fun and creativity is in the process and in the final results. You know what's satisfying? Finishing a Lego set and being able to look at what you've created. You know what's also satisfying? Successfully making people laugh. A meal isn't any less delicious because you followed a recipe from a master chef, just as a joke isn't any less funny because you used a framework that countless comedians use every single day. The truth is, those instructions, aka comedic devices, actually help you to build your skill in a structured way. They don't prevent you from going off script and building something on your own. In fact, they make it even easier for you when you do, because you know what works and which rules you can break. For example, you can break the common rule of 3, that things are better in 3s, with the rule of 9, which says things can be funny again when repeated over and 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 over again. This past weekend with my daughter reminded me of 2 things. First, if you throw your ego out the window and want to have fun and success quickly, be willing to follow some guidelines from other people who have already done what you want to do. It'll shortcut the learning curve and free yourself to enjoy the moment rather than try to figure out the process. And number 2, we should occasionally return to the joys we had as kids. You may not love them quite the same way you did when you were growing up. Is it me, or did fruit roll-ups not taste nearly as good as they used to? But sometimes you might love them even more, like Lego. My daughter and I had such a great time, we immediately built the Lady Liberty set that my sister-in-law had gifted me last year. Step number 1 was, of course, have fun. Until next time, I've been Drew. Thanks for listening. P.S. I'm always looking for things to do with my toddler, so if you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments. And P.P.S. we share more about the comedic devices in our Humor Inventor Essentials course, which you can learn about more in the description.